Now, amid strained diplomatic ties between India and Canada, a big statement has come from the top ministers of Canada. Blair, Canadian Defence Minister, has called ties between India and Canada very important. Defence Minister Blair said, and I quote, "We understand that this can be a challenging issue with respect to our relationship with India, but at the same time, we have to make sure that we conduct a thorough investigation and get to the truth." The statement comes days after Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau kicked up a massive diplomatic row between the two countries over the murder of Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Meanwhile, US has maintained its stand and said that it is considered about the allegations made by Canada on India. My colleague Pradeep Datta is joining me live right now to get us more details. Well, Pradeep, this is like a double speak of sorts on the part of the Canadian authorities over here, where on one hand, they don't stop blaming India by making these baseless allegations about the Khalistani terrorist Nijjar's killing. And on the other hand, they feel that India is crucial to them and the Indo-Pacific relationship with Canada needs to be maintained.
See, if you look at the statement of Canadian Defence Minister Blair, one thing is quite clear because India has been able to outgun diplomatically Canada, and Canada was expecting that they would be getting some kind of a support from the Western country, but nothing of that sort has happened. Now, Canada finds completely isolated. Reason being that India is a very strategic bulwark so far as to counter China and its growth story is concerned in the world, and that's one of the reasons that nobody is ready to annoy India. And so, except for the few statements coming here and there, most of the people they have sided with India, and Canada finds itself completely isolated. So that's one of the reasons now the Blair statement is that they want to have like a relationship like Indo-Pacific, because they know that once the confrontation with India continues, then India is going to really have its influence so far as the Indo-Pacific institutions are concerned, and that will keep Canada out of it, and it will be really difficult for Canada because Indo-Pacific is really very important for strategically also as geopolitically also for Canada as well as for India. So now they have realized one thing, that they can't annoy India more. That's one of the reasons that they have come out with this statement. But yes, another thing is that there's also a lot of pressure on Justin Trudeau, because 8 years back he gave a statement inside the parliament where he accused India of being responsible behind the assassination of Hardeep Singh, the terrorist who had been putting up in Canada for so many years now. So now the question arises, if you said that their investigation was going on. So if investigation was going on, how come you preempt and accuse India of being responsible for that killing? The second thing is that you said you have got the credible allegation, then you said the credible reason. But if we talk about investigations are not do not rest on the credible allegations or credible reasons. For that, you need credible proof. Where is the credible proof? Even after 8 years, you have failed to produce any kind of a credible proof. So before getting any kind of a proof, you can't blame any country for that, because that's a mistake with the blunder he has committed. For that, he has to pay the price. And already we have seen that Canada is completely isolated, both at the world level, and even many people have started asking questions already. Now, Justin Trudeau is going to face election also in the coming months, and it's already anti-incumbency factor is there. So he has realized one thing, that it's really going to be very difficult, because already he had provided enough ammunition to the guns of opposition party leaders who are going to train on him. So it will be very difficult. Can't afford to annoy India to more at this particular stage, because when the Western powers really are on Indian side, and because the Western powers also know that strategically India is really very important, and the global ties of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his leadership has further increased. And that's one of the reasons that now this Blair statement is coming out, the defense minister, because they are somewhere trying to mellow down, because earlier the Canada was trying to take a very tough stand. They thought that maybe the Western countries will be coming, except for the few statement which came from even that we saw that U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that he are concerned about transnational repression, and immediately he also got a rebuttal from none other than the Pentagon official when Rubin said that basically it is not about the transnational repression, it is about the transnational terrorists like Hardeep Singh Nijjar.
Right.
Because India from time to time had been providing them evidence about this man, how he had been operating against India, how he was involved in terror-related activities, but Canadian government didn't do, because they were continuing with the policy of appeasement and trying to keep those terror elements in good humor, because it was more about the vote bank politics that Justin Trudeau had been focusing upon. Had he had focused on the good relationship with India, I think the things would have been much better than reaching this phase where their situation has really cleared up diplomatically between the two countries.
Absolutely, Pradeep Datta. Thank you for getting us all those details. We shall leave it at that for the moment.